showtime.
Hello everybody, the D-Rock the Ninja here, and I totally forgot what I was doing. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so, we began our investigation on the final day of the investigation, and we're into the second part of this. We just got done talking to Angel, who talks a bit more about her days with the detective with the SO9 incident, and we learned more about, what was it, Joe Dark? Or something like that? I don't remember. Let me make sure. We'll just call him Dark. Alright. So I totally forgot what I was going to be doing. I guess maybe we'll try here. No? Really? Okay, so we're back here then. Oh, you're back! Hello again. Let me just... Oh, right! I remember. We got a little something and that'll dangle in front of him to help us get into Gant's office. You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ! You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ! DJ Gumshoe! I actually kinda like that! I can't admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. Not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. Office of the last crime to the Yes on 9 incident. I have to take a look in there. Kind of something we could use. You didn't make me the detective change his mind? Yes! Why don't we present you a little something we like to call a letter of resignation. Let's just crumble a piece of paper. Uh-oh. I don't like that music. No way! Mr. Ezra can't be serious! Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far! Mr. Ezra really feels responsible. At first I thought he was as cold as ice. But now I know different. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective. That's it! I've made up my mind! But, here, take my ID card. You can't do that. If someone finds out, they wouldn't have let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, Detective. Thank you. Okay! We'll make sure to return this to you, pal. So we don't run into him again. Because I am not looking forward to meeting him again. So now we can finally look around. Alright, here we go. Here goes, Mr. Wright. Open sesame! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Yeah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Hey, don't do that to my card! I didn't ever get a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get it fired, don't you? And we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. Strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk. No one except Chief Gant. The cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Talks about Lana used the desk on the left side. Untouched for 2 years. Can I ask you something? Sure. You came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SO9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Yeah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind, don't worry about it. Okay, now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on! Not so fast, buddy! Huh? What is that? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal! You don't just let it go at that! Sorry. It's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think... Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? I do. What? Yeah, Mr. Wright, what do we think of him? Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't really divulge my feelings. Yet. Here he goes, ignoring me again. Believes you make me think Gant is a suspect. There has to be something more to that. Alright, so we gotta take a look around. Here. That definitely looks like a whole lot of something. This is the real deal, isn't it? The armor and these weapons. Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for limitation. Or imitation, excuse me. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars that I must have gone into this room? What? We were paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in his armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. I don't know. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. The real deal armor that was mentioned. Because I noticed that knife was there. He's on his desk, perhaps? Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk! Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two! Chief Gant! Put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence used in a case. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this. Hey, look at the case name. Huh? SO9 incident! I wonder what this is doing here. Finds the list of evidence of the SO9 incident. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said, I wonder what... No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long. That's right. Because there wasn't a lot of evidence. Half-size list of evidence. That list of evidence, it seemed too short. Most lists, it run twice as long. What could the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about the case! It would appear so. Add it as evidence. Alright, I want to check that. This definitely looks like a whole lot of something. Whoa! Wait a minute. I wonder what this is. This looks like it's someone who drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? Forget about this picture. That's in the murder scene. Find some murder scene. Sketch on the back. Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally, we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. That's on the second floor, and this is the 15th. When a detective screws up, the chief calls him into his office. Makes him listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detectives can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in his ears. It's just an instrument of punishment, literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. That's besides the point. This is safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is. So do I. Finds a safe with a 7-digit number code. I'm sure they won't mind if I just do it. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's no. I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Well, I'll just do it like this. Boom! Open the door! Bingo! What number did you enter? Whose birthday was it, pal? 77777777. The final ID card number on that record. What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 77777777? That ID number? I think you're 1-7 shy this time. It's going to only mean one thing. That Chief Scant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Scant's ID number identified. Gotcha this time, Gant! You got money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Look, it's a shard from a broken cup. This all looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? Finds the missing shard. There's something else in here too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey! I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once! You think the Chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it's just a thought. Is that it? Is that all that was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. A piece of cloth and with a handprint on it. And a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. But unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items relevant to the SO9 incident? Come on! There's gotta be something we can show them, the detective. Indeed there is. Because now... let's present them on the incomplete, unstable jar. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? All of us have put that back together. Oh, those are the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from the case? That's right. One of the shards had an SO9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found? You mean this one? That has in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Let's assemble the fragments. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I could piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was no only hidden evidence. Here goes. There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant unwittingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SO9 incident. But, hey guys, get a load of this! What is it? This piece that you just attached. It's different from the others. Huh? There's a reddish line on it. Reddish line. That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in the safe? Finishes the jar. Finds blood. Safe real quick. This is the safe, isn't it? So we've seen that already. Oh, right. Well, we found this in the drawer. A list of evidence here from the SO9 incident. Suji has the other half of that list. What would this list be doing here? We better look a little more into this list. Alright. Let me take a look at this evidence list. Oh yeah, this was the one I saw from before. Now... get the fingerprint set. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this. Hey, I know what that is! So you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, Detective. Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Aren't you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints he wants to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor? Alright. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then once they have been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What do you mean, Mom? I know how to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Can't exactly do the index finger, but the only one that's closest to maybe this. Alright. Here he goes. Alright. Holy shit. Emma's! No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Drake's prints. Or Dark's prints. Psst. Hey you, over here. What's going on here? What are those kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. I'll just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. This changes everything! Emma's print on the cloth. Added as evidence. Well, was that any help? Of course. Think here's your ID card. We were able to get some hard evidence. Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Ah, shit! Isn't that right? You in the coat. Ah! She can't! We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Weren't you? I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave. Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the coat. You, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needed it anymore. But sir! Ah, crap. Now get out! Yes, sir! We'll be on our way too, then. Wait! You! The one without the spiky hair! Don't go yet. Me, sir? I'd like a word with you. But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You with the spiky hair. You're free to go. Mr. Wright! Look, pal, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. The chief office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew I'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence that Chief Gannon was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. It's hard to believe anyone could keep quiet about it all this time. Anyway, you listen to me! I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the Chief again. Later, pal! After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police center wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. Oh no. I think I was now right-headed to truly believe in that Gannon, who is now pretty much my #1 suspect. Because now I think we pretty much just touched the final nerve on the guy. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to do everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. Who is it you're hiding behind these words? You did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced that you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Just a chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Calls her out and hiding her truth. Oh, to label it as true reasoning. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so. Because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No. I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who may I ask is this person you're speaking of? The one am I supposed to be so frightened of? What is this person's name? Of course, Gant! Well, Miss Guy? Mr. Wright, you're addressing the chief prosecutor. Do not forget your place. She's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a little bit more about the circumstance? She is afraid of Gant. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly investigated that evidence was me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you, but also one other, Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. Oh, with goddamn pleasure. I really want to point out with the safe, because he was hiding one very important piece of evidence. Which is what I would say. But then there's this. Evidence list. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this strip of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SO9 incident. The content of the safe. First you can see the evidence from none other than the Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you summarized. Submiss? I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate in the murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. I guess it's more accurate than cooperative. Somehow I knew this! Because when Ganton made her the new chief of prosecutors, he now had the whole thing, both the police department and the prosecutor's office, under his belt. Or I guess really under his boots. He had direct command over them. She was following orders. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you are not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. So, you lied and said otherwise. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk was broken. I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. The knife from the SO9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. The switchblade was the real murder weapon. Replaces it with engine work. This is her knife. For a substitute. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes. It seems that I got blood on the victim's shoe as well. And then he saw me just as I plunged the knife in. Miss Starr. Why do you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't even want it to be open again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in the Joe Dark's case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister. tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma. I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. I want to add this real quick. Hides the real knife in the muffler, and then wanted to call Emma to hide the evidence. Interesting. The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the Asana incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, since after I spoke to him, he went off into an escapade on his own. Oh, you mean not wanting the case to die? He decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Officer Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, the intermediate doubts he had must have disappeared. So the phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. I want to add this real quickly. Tell us that Jake Marshall was the only person she could trust, but he backstabbed her by stealing the SL9 case files. That's because he's a real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. That was our last part of the investigation. This is all we have. But now, I think we finally got things all figured out. It's time to get Ganton to be put in his place. Maybe clear up Gumshoe's name. Prove Lana's innocent. And we finally end this Let's Play in this next two-parter coming up. I'm assuming if there's a former and a latter trial. And we pretty much end this case once and for all. See you guys then.